Hey guys, it's the Infamous here. Before we jump into tonight's episode, I gotta tell you about our sponsor, Audible. Audible gives you access to hundreds of thousands of audiobooks that you can listen to wherever it's convenient for you. Use our link, audibletrial.com/infamous, and not only do you get a free 30-day trial of the service, but you also get a free audiobook compliments of the show. So head to audibletrial.com/infamous, get yourself a book, and get some money back into the show. Enjoy tonight's episode.
Okay, hi. You're listening to Infamous Chronicles. Yeah. Love you, Dad.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Infamous Chronicles. Tonight, we are going to be introducing you to the cast of our brand new show, Maternal Instincts, which premieres this Sunday on Mother's Day. So we have the entire crew with us. Your roster is going to be myself, the Infamous, PSac, and Oggy Rocks. It's a crowded room tonight, so you're going to hear a lot of different voices, but it's going to be a blast. This is the Infamous Chronicles. Here we go.
Turn down for what?
Do you even know what's going on?
This is the Infamous Chronicles.
The Infamous Chronicles.
Featuring the infamous
Oggy Rocks,
Casey Moran,
Firefox,
PSac,
The Jester,
Scotty G,
and Gina.
Wait, what are we doing? Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
The Infamous Chronicles starts right now.
All right, welcome to this week's episode of the Infamous Chronicles. Let me do your introductions first and foremost. Oggy Rocks, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going great, my friend. How are you?
I had a pretty interesting weekend. My dad told me it was Mother's Day on Friday. He told me Friday that it was Mother's Day on Sunday, so I planned my whole weekend around that.
Did your mom like her present?
No, I found out Saturday night at about 10 o'clock that it wasn't Mother's Day the next day.
Oh.
Yeah, how neat is that?
All right.
At least you're prepared.
Yeah. Next up, PSac.
Chicka chicka.
PSac.
P to the sack. What was the name I said the other night? Instead of PSac, I gave you something else, and you were like, no, that's even worse.
Oh, man, that was bad.
I always want to just call you Smash.
I would accept Smash over PSac.
Yeah.
PSac is very misleading.
It sounds very appropriate, though.
It doesn't sound like someone you'd leave with your children.
No. It doesn't sound like somebody you'd like either. It's like, yeah, it's PSac.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a P and a sack.
I just named him that because he's a dick.
Right. And so technically, although she's still part of our show, so this is going to be like the baton passing. So this will probably be, this is the last time that she's a roster member and now will be a guest on the Infamous Chronicles. So Firefox.
Hello,
dear.
They grow up so fast.
I know, right?
This is the first time I'm finding out about my TIC demotion. So
You're not getting demoted. You're just graduating.
picked off the roster.
Woo-hoo, to the best show ever. We stole her.
Hello.
You guys made history
That's
tonight,
your
so, I
mother.
mean, who's
Sure
Infamous
did.
Chronicles to you?
Exactly. So Firefox, why are you leaving Infamous Chronicles?
To launch, kick off, and make your auditory dreams come true with the Maternal Instincts podcast.
So why don't you introduce us to your crew?
My gorgeous, wise mother lovers are Mrs. Infamous,
Woo, woo.
JT,
Hey.
and the lovely Lou.
Hey.
Wait, Justin Timberlake had
No.
Yes,
This is
Justin I'm Timberlake bringing has sexy come into back. the building.
This is who Justin Timberlake was named after.
This is the first
Okay.
time hearing about any of these nicknames. I like all of them except JT. Good job. Good job. Because I feel like
I knew
you're-
that was coming.
I feel like you're infringing on arguably the greatest human being alive.
Well, it's.
So
I mean, it makes sense because I also am. So I'm
a
just
good
the
judge.
female version.
That's a good argument. She made it.
Let me hear you sing. Let's go with. I want to hear you sing.
Jamie does
Crown Your River.
originals.
Let me hear it.
No, Maternal Instincts. What?
Then you can't be JT. If you can't do JT, you can't be JT.
Yeah, for real. If you
Figure
can't
it
cry me a
out.
river, then
Right. On demand.
I can't.
So yeah,
Cry me a
welcome to the
river.
show. No, you still can't be JT. Welcome to the show, Maternal Instincts.
You
We
can be my
have been
JT.
promoting you guys for the last month. Everyone's really excited. It's a show by imperfect moms for imperfect moms. So let's hear a little bit about why you guys wanted to go down this road and kind of introduce you guys to our listeners. Your show premieres this Sunday, Mother's Day.
Boop, boop.
Don't be bitches, sons. Go out and get your fucking mom something nice. As a matter of fact, go to bouquetinabox.com and use our coupon code INFAMOUS and save 15% off buying flowers. Don't be a douchebag. Oggy, get your fucking Mother's Day rights, and now you have enough time to buy your mom flowers.
For real?
Hey, it's not my fault if people feed me false information.
And there is a calendar that is put
on
out
your
in the world that says your Mother's Day.
2017.
Facebook.
I use the light of the sun. We're going backwards back into ancient times.
That light has it has misled you, my friend.
I got you, Oggy. Every day is Mother's Day for Oggy because he appreciates his mom every day.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
What a good friend.
The only reason Oggy didn't say it is because he knew you were going to say it.
Right, because he's like, he feels like it should have been left unsaid because he already knows how he feels about his mom.
Exactly.
I'm just letting you guys know how he feels about her. Yeah. Fair enough?
Fair.
So all 4 of you guys are moms, right?
Yes, you bet.
JT wins the I had way too much sex and couldn't stop popping kids out of my body prize.
Proud of it.
How many are you at?
3.
And their ages?
7, 4, and 2.5.
Now, one of the unique things about JT is she is actually the baby mama for Todd, who is a member of our team. And Jamie and I go probably the furthest back besides Oggy.
Oh,
you're right.
Come in second.
Hey, stop hitting the table too, because it really affects the mics. Just saying.
Stop it.
Just because you're new at this.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. So JT and I go way back, probably the second furthest to Oggy. We met about 15 years ago. She's always been hot. Todd locked down a good one. Good job, Todd. But then she had kids. Oh!
And this is why we're doing this show.
Exactly. And then Lou over here, she is not only a member of your team, but she's also the social I should write down that I stuttered, but I'm going to keep it there. Man. So Lou is the social media coordinator for all Infamous Works. Everything you guys have been seeing on Instagram and Facebook lately, that's all Lou.
The boss.
Yeah, she goes by a different name when everyone else refers to her, but for the sake of Maternal Instincts.
Hey, Lou.
Lulu.
Yeah,
don't fuck with Lou.
Every time you've seen us on video, that's Lou bringing it to you. So, Lou, I know you have a very smart, well-behaved young man in your life. Tell us a little bit about him.
I have an amazing 13-year-old son who, he just started junior high and surprised me one day with a deep voice. It's a good kid.
Have you yet walked in on like any boy moments?
Let's elaborate on some boy moments.
Not so much boy moments, but finding things under the bed. Socks. Under the bed.
And this is why I have girls.
I was going to say, does people still put porn mags under their bed?
No.
I
found missing socks.
Oggy and I used to plunder through my dad's Playboys back in the day. But that was before internet.
Yeah, internet changed your life.
Remember when we first got the internet?
Oh, absolutely.
When
it went... Hey, well.
You gotta watch the
you got the discs in the mail? Yeah, exactly.
The amount of porn that I had watched on my parents' computer was just overwhelming. They had caught me instantly, obviously. I had no idea what I was doing. And the dial-up was like, oh shit, here's boobies, they're coming. And then someone comes in the door, oh fuck, get them off the screen. And you just can't because they're not going anywhere.
I can't even see the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents' computer was in the kitchen too.
Oh,
yeah.
done.
So I would wait late night, handle my business, go about it. And it was the same computer.
Go about it.
Oggy and I made rap music on it.
The same place people cooked your dinner.
We used to produce our sweet beats.
That's right.
Can we get a sample?
Of
that
what?
would be epic.
The rap music.
Okay.
Oggy's most quotable line ever was Looney Tunes licking spoons like buffoons.
Woo!
It was similar to that. Yeah. It was almost that.
And then we made Oggy's like 6-year-old brother rap.
Yeah. It was like 5.
Yeah.
It was like 5.
Pretty bad.
It was pretty awesome. We sold 6 CDs.
Yeah.
At Royal Highs. Yeah, good times.
So we are published musicians.
With net worth of $30.
Yeah. So let's move on to you, Firefox. Everyone knows you for being with the Infamous Chronicles since 2013. You were the first female to ever be on any Infamous Works project.
Thank you.
As is appropriate because you're like the strongest female I know. You are this huge feminism activist, but more of like just an equality of people activist.
Yes.
And you're a mom, so I pretty much told your whole story. Let's hear about your kids.
I have 2 boys. My oldest will be 14 in June, and I have a 2.5-year-old.
And her oldest, by the way, is like freakishly polite.
Yeah, he's salt of the earth.
If you saw him like in a horror movie, that's the kid that's going to kill people. For sure.
Oh, yeah, because it's the nice one.
Yeah, he's the nice one, for sure.
I think it's sweet.
He's the one who's going to save everyone, is what you meant to say.
No, Great White Trent's going to be that kid, for sure. And then, of course, fucking smoking hot, beautiful, brave.
Woo!
Mrs. Infamous.
Bound chicka wow wow.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hello, everybody.
So she is the mother to a 4-year-old, and she deals with me on a daily basis. And all you motherfuckers, too. Mrs. Infamous has dealt with the podcast for 4 years now. And hated it for 3 years.
Not true.
259 days.
Not true. Not true.
She's a saint.
And it's funny because individually, with the exception of Sean from Taco Truck, Colin from this show, or Jester from this show, and Lou, she's known everyone on the show like forever too. Like everyone goes way back with her, which is cool because she gets along with all my friends, which is nice.
Or she's really good at faking it.
Yeah. No, I don't fake very well.
It's real every time.
Every time.
60% of the time, it works every time. So let's start. I'm going to go clockwise. JT, you're sitting the most clockwise-ish. So why now get into a podcast? Why get into the mom podcast? And what do you think is going to make it different than all the other mom things that are available right now?
I feel like moms today have so much pressure put on them to be the perfect mom. So we're always looking at everyone else and so focused on, getting it right and just waiting to be judged. That's how I kind of feel sometimes. And I feel like with this show, because we're all in different situations, but similar situations, we all can bring something different, but something so vital for moms today. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to do great because we're real and it's a safe place and we're not perfect, So I think I think it's going to be awesome.
So is this going to be like a Bad Moms podcast?
Yes, but better.
Yeah, with mostly Mila and no others. Because the other ones were forgettable.
Yeah, that's not true.
Kristen, I hate that girl. I can't stand her. So Lou, you've kind of been on the back end of this whole Infamous Works project now for, are we at 6 months yet?
I don't think so. Like 3 months.
Because it was like a year ago that you did your episode with us. And then
Yes.
you came on.
I came on in February.
Okay, so in February. So learning that we were going to start a new show and pretty much peer pressuring you into being on air, which you'd never wanted to do. How do you feel now that you've recorded your first episode and now you're here? What are your thoughts on it?
I had no choice. She said, hey, there's another mom.
Yeah. You have a vagina and children? Perfect. You're on the show.
Yeah, right? I kind of agreed a lot with Jamie had to say. We all have different stories to tell. And why not share them with the world? So.
You might as well get used to it. You guys' name's going to be on the air eventually. It's a pain in the ass to edit them out. Okay. We say each other's names all the time anyway. It's all good. Oggy's the smart one. He just decided to be Oggy all the time. So people don't have to fuck with it. Plus, it's such a dope name, you don't really need to change it.
And then there's pictures, so they're going to see who you are.
Yeah. Yes, that's true, too.
So,
and I tag everyone.
Yeah. Just kind of got to be careful with what you say.
So, Mrs. Infamous over there.
Yes, sir.
So you watched behind the scenes as well for 4 years and never wanted to be on air.
Yes.
Matter of fact, over the 100 episodes of the Infamous Chronicles, collectively, you probably have about 12 seconds of time talking on the air.
Yes, true.
So my question is, besides the peer pressure, what made you at least want to do this, and like where do you hope to see it go with these new people in your life?
So much bottled into one question. So honestly, I just see us as going, we all have different stories. We all have different kids, different stories, everything. So I just think that being that there's not a whole lot of mom podcasts out there, and just being able to target and to reach other moms, and maybe they can learn from our mistakes or, benefit their life. And, like Ashley was saying, that will be in the podcast coming, is just being responsive, not reactive. And so I think that, there's a lot of insight that we can share with other moms.
I like that. And last but not least, Firefox. Not only did we also peer pressure, basically, just so everyone knows, we peer pressured all 4 of these women into doing the show. And Firefox specifically said, I do not want to be pigeonholed into this show. I want to still be a part of TIC, which is why she was a little begrudgingly accepted when I just let her know that she's now on the guest list. But so now you have your own show. You have these wonderful women looking to you as a leader because you've done this now for years with us. What makes you feel that you're qualified to lead them, to bring this message to people? And what do you hope resonates the most? Let's say specifically with new moms that are like desperate to get information.
Definitely. Well, as a new mom, you're embarking on one of the most significant journeys of your life, no matter where you came from or where you plan to go or your experience. It's so massive, and there is so much information out there that it's like you almost have nothing. How do you navigate through all of that and decide what's right for you and your family and your child? And then you try something and the next day you realize like that really didn't fit well. And so I think that, just as JT so perfectly said, we have a minutia of wisdom here that we want to offer up, as just as Mrs. Infamous said, these are our mistakes and this is how we've grown and learned from it. But also, we're not afraid or ashamed to say what we've learned from, because motherhood every day is a little bit of survival and a lot of hope, and maybe even some wisdom from our ancestors. But I think it's important to have a show out there that's not just about the things that moms think about 24/7, kind of a break from that, and talk about what you talk about with your girlfriends too. Like, holy crap, this is really stressing me out. And also, how do you have sex with your husband when you co-sleep and there's a toddler's heel in your throat? Like, like the sexy stuff and the messy stuff all into one. Just
sometimes
real life.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. A lot of the time.
Just wear the heel and throw and get it done.
Don't wake the baby, make it quick.
So we're going to take our break here really quick. When we come back, we're going to start asking some questions to these moms to get a little bit of a feel for what they're going to be bringing to their podcast. So you're listening to the Infamous Chronicles. Mrs. Infamous is going to be departing on the break, so she will not be coming back on the back half of it. So you'll be coming back with JT, Firefox, Lou, PSac, Oggy Rocks, and myself. So we will see you guys right after this break.
This is
First, take a big step back.
The Infamous Chronicles.
And literally fuck your own face!
The Infamous Chronicles.
Hey fellas, do you need to get some flowers? I mean, seriously, did you mess up with your lady? Forget something special? She's got something you gotta congratulate her on? You wanna just tell her how much you love her? Guys, seriously, all smart moves. What's not smart is not saving 15% on your flowers. Head over to our sponsor, bouquetinabox.com. They are grown here in California, all natural, delivered very promptly with this private message, and it will hook you up on the good side of your lady again. Use our promo code INFAMOUS, that's infamous, and you save 15% off your first order. It's so easy. Bouquetinabox.com. Use our promo code INFAMOUS, get yourself some brownie points, and save some money. Back to the show.
Now,
What did you say?
back to the Infamous Chronicles.
I said you look shitty.
All right, welcome back to the Infamous Chronicles. So, your guys' show, give me kind of like a synopsis. Is it going to be like different topics every week, Q&A? Are you going to have call-ins? Are you guys going to have a blog? Like, what's the premise?
Yes, definitely want to involve our listeners. Probably start off using social media to do that, with Instagram and Twitter specifically, of what are your questions on this specific topic that we'll be rolling out this next week.
Which, by the way, thank you for all the support that you guys have given them on social media, because
Yes.
it's ridiculous.
Awesome.
Yeah, they passed Taco Truck of Destiny, which has been around for 4 months now on Facebook. But then again, they're 4 hot women. They kind of have an unfair advantage. So anyway, sorry to interrupt. Just want to say thank you for the social media support.
Yes, thank you. But it will be kind of like what we've learned, and then also what can you teach us about this. So,
All right, so
lots of different topics.
I'm going to let each of the gentlemen in the room ask you guys one mom-related question. And then we'll see like how honest you're going to be about it. Fair enough?
Yes.
All right. I will go first. Oggy Rocks, you're going to go second. PSac, you're going to go third. So have your question ready, please. First question that I have for you.
Is this everybody?
I want to hear each of your individual answers. What is the worst poo-related thing with your children that has ever happened to you?
Who's going first?
Ashley's like, I got tons. She's not even phased.
Loads.
I'll start.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
With number one, new to the game, right? We just brought her home. And, you know, I was supposed to be taking, this is really hot, stool softeners, you know?
Yeah.
And so my aunt gave me some, not realizing that they were actually laxatives instead of stool softeners. So you're nursing, right? I walked into the nursery and Todd changing number one, and it just shot all over him everywhere. It was awful.
You gave your baby laxatives.
Unknowingly.
Oh,
Whoopsies.
my gosh.
Thanks, Auntie.
How's bad? Lou, worst poo-poo story?
Let's see. It would probably be with my daughter.
Okay.
She was diapered for 7 years.
Okay.
And she used to pull the diaper off and throw the poop everywhere in the room. And
Like a monkey.
yeah.
Love it.
Just throw it everywhere. And after tragic events, I still found pieces of her room.
No way, really?
Yeah.
You found poo chunks just randomly?
Yeah, like
Old
on
poo chunks.
like corner, the old poo chunks in the corner of the room on the other side of the bed. Like that was, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's pretty gross.
Poo nuggets, dude.
And that's exactly what they were.
I'm going to say so far Lou is winning. Can you top it, Firefox? Her daughter threw poo.
No. It wasn't like a bad poo. It was just sad. We were at Disneyland and he was about 3 and we had been waiting, in line for 4 days by this point. It's Disneyland. And he was like, I have to go potty. And he'd been, potty trained and everything. We're like, can you hold it? I'm cool to leave the line, but do you think that you can manage this? Yeah, I got this. Well, I didn't ask if it was 1 or 2 because there's a difference with an accident if it's 1 or 2.
Big time.
It was 2. And I found out when we were leaving a trail through the line. So we had to get out and carry him to find a bathroom, which when you need them are just impossible in Disneyland, which is also a 4-day wait to get into. Right. And then thankfully I had, emergency pants, but it was traumatic for a lot of us.
Preparation, right?
Yeah, Disneyland. Ooh, no.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to Disneyland. I don't like to wait for stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because I
poo all over.
Well, I just don't like to wait that long for anything.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, do we get someone to clean up or no?
What is your mom question for the ladies?
Oh, I thought I was going to think of a better one, but here you go. So after your firstborn, how long did it take you to recover before you found interest in pretty much anything normal again?
Are you saying
like sexual activity?
Well, both.
That was going to be my question.
You just got back on track.
Okay. Same order.
Well, it's different. So when you have C-sections, the recovery is longer. It's 8 weeks.
10 weeks.
So, and you can't even take a bath. You can't do anything. It's just a big no-no. But even after that, I don't think I felt fully somewhat normal again, like a normal human being, full year, almost more than that. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
And how long did it take for you to feel comfortable sexually again?
Obviously 2 years.
She's like,
I don't
even know if I do now.
Do it, because you want to, and then also you want to take care of your person, but at the same time, it took a while for me to be comfortable fully with it again.
Lou?
It took a while. probably because I didn't have the best relationship after my son was born. I got a lot of, being put down. Obviously we gained weight and he was not happy with that. So it took a good year.
What? Women gain weight when they get pregnant?
Apparently they
What?
do.
I mean, who knew?
Yeah, who knew?
I like to keep it.
Because you never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah, it cushions my fall,
Right. Or what if somebody you know is like freezing and you're like, here.
I got
Letters
you.
for next month.
Hey,
Yeah.
Or
comfortable.
This year, whatever you want to call it. It was a long weekend. Just
Yeah.
there
There you go.
Tell us, I'll stop talking.
Firefox, what about you? So sexually and then life.
I don't remember with my first. It was almost 14 years ago, so I apologize. But with my second, both C-sections, but I had really bad postpartum depression. So it lasted for 22 months. But sex was probably one of the hardest things because you want to be intimate with your partner and you want to have that loving relationship with them and they don't understand what you're going through and they want to help, but you're just like,
Because men want to fix everything.
Well, and when you truly care about your partner, it was hard. It was sad for me. It hurt my heart. But you're also a little bit touched out when you're nursing, and it's like you already have something, on your skin all of the time. And
My boobs look so good when they're pregnant.
I
Or when you're
totally
they look
understand
so
that.
good, but they don't feel good to be touched.
I know, they're really weird when you touch
They
them.
hurt and shit.
Like stones.
I beg to differ because I was literally.
Your boobs didn't hurt when you were breastfeeding?
Well, let me tell you. I was at an after
I have
party
nipples,
on
Greg.
Friday
Can
night
you milk
after
me?
Cinco de Mayo, and my friend busts out her tits. She recently had a kid and just starts milking herself and just spraying people with breast milk.
That is disgusting.
When it gets really full, you have to.
You literally, it's the most excruciating pain ever.
Exploding
Please,
skin.
somebody just pop me,
Yeah.
please. Ugh.
But your body does change.
I'll suck those titties, ladies.
Oh
for free.
my god.
I thought you were going to be like, I'm never going to have sex again. I thought that's where your brain was going.
No, it's
really
good birth
fun when
control
that
for
happens,
sure.
Like during sex, though. When you
Paul's like,
squirt.
hey girl, I'm interested in
You're
you.
like,
And
"Oh,
she's like,
sorry."
I could lactate in your mouth. He's like, actually, you know what?
No, the good partners help you. I'm like, I think I might be blocked. Can you check? Yeah, honey, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not.
Teamwork.
participate in
It
that.
is.
It's teamwork.
It is.
All right, P, your question?
Fucking Oggy just took my thunder. That was a good question.
You're welcome.
I guess the only thing would be is outside of the getting back to normal, do you guys do any recovery type shit? Like I know girls that go in the gym do like Kegels to make that shit, kind of close back up. No?
Well,
It's that tighten your pelvic floor. So that's really important, to not pee when you laugh or jump or sneeze. You have to
cough?
retighten those muscles.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
But at the
natural.
same
If you have
time-
natural
Wait,
birth,
does
when
that-
you have C-sections,
Does that happen? If you have a natural birth,
Yeah.
you can just pee laughing?
Yeah. It's not like a full urination,
Of course.
you wet a little
Because
bit.
you can't control.
right?
Because your
Your
muscles have
urethra.
stretched
Yeah.
It's
severely.
like porn
Not a
stars that have
fucking
a lot of anal
human.
sex. They giggle and they poop
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Little bit of stuff.
Now I
comes
better understand it.
But yes, you do have to do exercise, especially with the C-section, because your entire abdominal wall is cut through.
Like you don't even realize how much
All of
that
your muscle
core is,
cut
like how
through.
much you use it.
And it's pulled out, and then they bring your uterus forward, slice it, and then pull the baby out.
I'm just trying to make sure no one gets late.
Put it all back.
I am so boner's gone.
Saying thank your mothers.
I left,
Totally
I left my
intense.
dick on the dresser.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd need it tonight.
Oh my god.
So I have like a really personal question. So if I'm overstepping, fuck you. But my question is, after you had your baby, and women look a certain way while they're pregnant and after they're pregnant, did you feel more pressure that you placed on yourself to lose the baby weight and look a certain way? Or did you feel more pressure in your head by like your spouse or other people?
I definitely think it's a mix, but it was definitely more of the pressure I was putting on myself because you go from, oh my God, I was 120 pounds before I was pregnant and now I look like this and it's totally different and I'm freaking out. And then also the pressure of wanting to look good for your spouse and to everyone that you're okay. You know what I mean? So it's a whole flurry of different emotions and feelings. So definitely it's more you though.
Lou?
With the first one, it was definitely pressure from my other half.
Mm-hmm.
With my second one, it was all in the head. I wanted to look good, and I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I did have a little bit of postpartum depression. So yeah, it was more in my head with the second.
Firefox?
Definitely me. My husband's just like so nice, and he's still like all handsy and adorable, and he's so hot that I was like, I need to look good, and now in order to do that, I have to lose like an entire Backstreet Boy, and that's just really overwhelming to do because, oh my God. So yeah, it's still a daily battle. I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be. Thankfully, he's just supportive no matter what. He's like, I want you to feel comfortable, and as long as you feel comfortable, I'm with you. So whatever that is for you, that's it for me too. So
how long did it take for you to let your man go down on you again after you had the baby?
Like 20 minutes.
I was like, is that a real question?
No, can you clean me up down there, man?
No, okay, let me rephrase.
Do your job. I just did mine.
Let me rephrase my question. Were you able to have sex first, or let him go down on you first?
I had a C-section, so I wasn't really worried about
that
area.
Me too.
You had a C-section too, right?
Yeah,
I was
too.
pointing at Lou, listener. Sorry. So this is all C-sections here.
Yeah.
So Mrs.
That's a perk of
is the
C-sections,
only one with
listeners.
balls.
She is.
Only one with some balls. I like it. That's my woman right there. And everything turned out just fine for the record with her. It's all nice and Kegels, as PSac would say.
Kegels.
Lots of Kegels.
We're done.
All right, that's actually going to do it for us this week. So you guys premiere on Sunday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of you, by the way.
Thank you.
We're really excited to have you here. You can find the podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Maternal Pod. So please go ahead and follow them, and please go onto iTunes, give them a listen, subscribe to the show, tell sorry, I'm the one like telling people not to tap things, and I'm tapping things. Tell your people to listen to it. These are 4 really courageous women that are going to be really opening up about a lot of personal stuff and really sharing what it's truly like to be a mom. So share it with moms. That's a good Mother's Day present, is letting people know about this show. And again, this is your last chance. You guys have like 5 days left. Go to bouquetinabox.com. Use our coupon code INFAMOUS. You save 15% off your first order. These are organically, naturally grown flowers here in California. They deliver them fast. Unfortunately, they don't deliver on Sunday, so you're going to have to either get it delivered Saturday or Monday. But so you can either give an early present, or when she thinks you forgot about her, you can be like, boom, Monday, suck a dick. So I know it's not ideal.
Should not
we're
tell your
excited.
mom to suck a dick.
Ever. You guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And of course, follow us, love us, like us, do our shit. And our 100th episode is coming up. We're going to make an announcement on that next week. And also next week, we have the Verzi triplets. The comedians have been on the show before. They're fucking hilarious. They also host the Verzi Triplet podcast. 3 local comedians that are brothers. So basically, all they do is talk about smashing and arguing in comedy. That's it. Super funny. So they'll be here on Monday. Check them out at Verzi Triplets podcast. That's going to do it for us tonight. Have a good night.
If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Infamous Chronicles. Our show is produced by Jeremy Elder, talent acquisition is done by Casey Moran, and operations directed by Paul Sinacori. This show is copywritten Infamous Works, LLC, 2016. All rights are reserved. All of our guests appear signed via waivers. We don't own the rights to any of the music featured on our show. We are just fans of it. Visit us at infamousworks.com or call our offices at 844-4-INFAMOUS.